EA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the third leg of the FedEx Cup playoffs. Today, it's live opening round coverage of the Orlando Classic. We're at one of the premier stops on the PGA Tour in Orlando, Florida. It's the Bay Hill Club and Lodge, the house that Arnold Palmer built. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo for Golf Channel and EA Sports.
And Bay Hill, of course, the Arnold Palmer Invitational has been really the staple in the Florida swing on the PGA Tour.
For those of you just tuning in, we're checking in on our featured golfer here at the first. Frank, were you the kind of player who actually might have been...
He's loading up on it.
Look at the coil there. Really powering up here.
Ooh, that is long.
That is just a beautiful shot. Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special. Should be safely on deck.
Beautiful shot. That is tight.
Unbelievable. That is one to savor for the rest of the round.
Getting set now over the putt. And with the birdie, moves into the top 10 on the leaderboard.
And moves into some very good company.
Back to the action here at the second. It's a par 3. Demanding hole, Frank, isn't it?
Longest par 3 on the golf course. Slightly downhill, but you need every advantage here. It requires your best.
This could be a good one. Chance for birdie after that beautiful shot. Frank, this would be a nice way to jumpstart the round.
Yeah, his momentum can quickly go in the right direction if he makes this.
That was a good run right there. Almost went in.
At least he's seen the line as it went past the hole. So just replicate that on the way back.
So they'll tap in. Steady, solid, and at 1 under par right now. Frank, now to the third hole here at Bay Hill. If you have a case of the snap hooks, you're in some serious trouble here.
You're going to run out of golf balls here as well. But a good tee shot's going to leave you something like 150, 160 yards into a very narrow green.
Paying attention like a little kid at school, Frank. That baby's sitting up.
Sitting up. It's got the best view as well. You don't even need binoculars from where that ball is.
Frank, this is one of my favorite shots at Bay Hill, the second at number 3.
It's such a cool-looking hole, Rich. That water, it just pops out there on the left side. It scares the living daylights out of you. But if you can hit an aggressive shot there, often that breeze is coming off the left, and just keep it in the middle of the green. Those ridges often kick that ball towards the hole.
So a tester from 4 feet. And with that birdie, moving into the top 5 on the leaderboard.
And we're starting to notice the name.
For those of you just tuning in, we're checking in now on our featured golfer here at the 4th. As we catch up with today's featured golfer, we have already seen some excellent play. Frank, what are some of the keys to keeping this early momentum?
Basically just trying to do the same things. We're seeing good driving, good approach play, and very good speed on the green right now. Keep doing the same thing.
Okay, the second shot now at this par 5. Another good swing, and it looks like, Frank, another really good shot. That's one of the more depressing sights in golf. You've hit a good one, and then it just sucks back too much spin off the green. makes the green in regulation. Not a gimme, but well within his range.
It's amazing. Doesn't matter how close it goes. It's an extra shot. That one will definitely hurt.
Did the job right there. Frank, at the fourth, we pulled the hammer out. Here, maybe it's a scalpel?
Well, it just depends. A little trailing breeze. A drive is not always a bad play here. 367 yards to the front. There's a little kick forward. So, wind behind your back, almost worth a go.
Headed for the bunker? Well, the tee shot has landed in the bunker. 100 yards to the flagstick. Frank, Tiger won here 4 times in a row from 2000 to 2003, and in all, he's won it 8 times. Why is his game so well suited to Bay Hill?
Bay Hill just suits somebody that can fly the ball through the air and land it soft, because these greens get very, very firm. And obviously, they get slick, so you've got to be a great fast green putter. If you're long, that certainly helps. That sounds like the MO of a certain Tiger Woods.
It's in the hole. Just a sensational shot right there. Frank, back in 1998, by any chance, do you remember exactly how many golf balls John Daly hit into the water at the 6th?
It was half a dozen. Half a box of golf balls.
Beautiful looking shot right here.
Oh, nice little bounce forward. Should be close to 300, 290.
Now from a good position in the fairway, his second shot. Well, look out. This could be wet, Frank.
It's heading towards the hazard.
Wow, lucky break right there, Frank.
Well, that's what everyone else is going to say, except him.
Settles in over the putt.
That's the cruelest thing about this game, Rich. I mean, it's just now it's another shot.
Just a little tap in here. Starting to play some good golf. With that birdie, moves to 4 under for the tournament. Now at the par 3 7th, Frank, it's just under 200 yards.
But it's still quite daunting. A very narrow entry on that left side. So you've got to hit the ball flush off the tee. Really guarantee a carry of that over that right bunker. So it's still a daunting tee shot.
Into the tall cabbage. That ball is swallowed up.
Remember, out of the rough. Expect the ball to jump forward a little bit.
And Frank, that steady play continues.
Rock solid. Excellent approach shot.
Frank, how does that par help his cause?
It certainly doesn't hurt it.
Getting ready to tee off here at the 8th. Frank, this hole has it all. Dogleg, bunkers, water. How do you successfully navigate it?
It's such a pretty looking hole, Rich. That bunker down the left just sort of pops out and you see it. So you can either work it off that to the right, either that or just aim a little right. But be careful of those trees on the right.
That one is in the fairway, down there about 290 yards. The second shot now to the par 4. Frank, which way is this headed?
Judging by his body English, it looks like it's heading a little right. There is a bit of green out there, though.
Really well done. Just inside of 5 feet there. just playing excellent golf. 5 under for the tournament. Rounding out the front 9 here at Bay Hill, 474-yard par 4. Frank, you've played this hole before. Where are you lining up when you step onto the tee here?
There's an out of bounds all the way down the left side that you have to be cognizant of. But that bunker, 290 yards carries it. And yet again, another hole that favors the long hitter. Tom Weiskopf was one of my idols growing up. I loved the way he swung. That swing right there reminds me of my eye.
It looks like Rory McIlroy, Frank, sticking the follow through.
Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special. This looks like it's heading for the bunker.
Not missing by much today, but enough to again be in the bunker. Well, bunker play is really about technique and feel. The two greatest ever are probably Gary Player and Seve Ballesteros. Seve actually was so good, he was so skilled, that he could open up a 3-iron. That's right, a 3-iron on a short bunker shot from a green side bunker and splash it to a couple of feet as if he had just used a 60-degree sand wedge. Amazing. So, hanging in down the stretch with a par. Well, that was a nearly flawless performance on the front side, but Frank, we know it's an 18-hole game, isn't it?
That's right. Now's not the time to pat yourself on the back.
Tugged that one a little bit offline to the left, and he'll pay a bit of a price because that rough is fairly thick. That one is just a little offline, and that will not end up in the fairway. I have this at about 125 yards. This one looks like it's headed right for the middle of the dance floor, Frank.
Rather nice shot, I would say.
Playing this par 4, still not on the green after that second shot.
But still not done. A good third shot. Maybe get away here with par.
You get the sense now with that birdie that our young star, so explosive, is setting himself up for a big weekend run. Frank, 440-yard par 4 11th. You see that number on the card, you think driver. Maybe not. Why?
Yeah, it's imperative you hit the fairway here, Rich. Water obviously in play left, 2 bunkers on the right. This is a second shot hole.
Well, this looks good.
Certainly is.
This has really been impressive. Started off slowly, just didn't have a whole lot, but kind of hung in there. Fought when it wasn't going their way, and now here they are with a few birdies, really playing well at the closing stretch. On the green, and looking at a birdie opportunity. Locked in on the read and the speed. So with that make, now at 7 under par. Teeing it up here on the 12th, 574-yard par 5, Frank.
Another one that's reachable, obviously long and straight. That rough down the right side, though, is normally very thick. Avoid the 2 bunkers, lots of contours and undulations around the screen.
Great line. What a great shot. He had really hit it a long way. And now the second shot here at this par 5. That one is bunker bound, it looks like. Not what he wanted, but he's headed to the beach. Well, we've seen this before today.
in the bunker. In the greenside bunker here, Frank. Nice to go to the beach, but not too often, we hope. A beautiful, soft touch out of the bunker. That's Mickelson-esque. Not a gimme, but well within his range. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Par 4 13th. Frank, you've played it on a number of occasions. How do you attack this hole?
Really one of the shortest on the golf course, but this is a fool's paradise here. There's a lot of things that can go wrong.
Can't ask for much more. Right in the fairway here at 13. Par 4 13, Frank, how do you hit this approach shot?
Rich, it's the first par 4 at Bay Hill where the water is actually on the right of the green, and that has to be taken into consideration. Just a little errant shot, and then you're going to be wet. So a little left of the flag, that's where you want to be.
This won't hurt him, Frank.
Just a little left of the flag. That's fine.
Oh, can't hide the flag stick from that man.
So a tester from 4 feet. Continues to amaze. Yet another birdie. And what a day it's been. Another challenging par 3 here at Bay Hill. It's the 14th, 216 yards, Frank.
It plays uphill, prevailing breeze too, into your face, so normally much longer than its yardage.
This one has a chance to be close. Midway through this back 9, could use this birdie here at the 14th.
It's at sneaky distance.
That had to really hurt, Frank, because it looked good all the way.
Well, this will test his mettle.
Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt. Never a bad score on the card. That's par. Now at the 15th, big dogleg right here. What's the best way to go, Frank?
Really down the left side. It's very tempting to try and hit it across that bunker, but not only do you have to carry the bunker, you've also got to carry those little shrubs down the right side. Great Bobby Jones used to say the hardest shot in golf's the next one. Judging by that light, it's not going to be too hard.
Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag. This looks like it's going to find the target.
Good, clean contact, and a nice result. And a chance for birdie coming up. But now a chance for a birdie. Wow, he got robbed, Frank.
No, it's like kissing your mother-in-law.
Nudge this one home, finish it up. Well into red figures at 9 under for the round. The Bay Hill Club and Lodge features a really exciting finishing stretch. 16 is a reachable par 5. You'll see eagles and birdies there coming home. 17, a very difficult par 3 over the water. The bunker is there. Takes an excellent shot. And then 18 is all you want. We know that with the water in front. That second shot which comes over the lake. And that's a hold your breath moment. It is a great finishing 3-hole stretch at Bay Hill. Now the second shot to the par 5. This one doesn't look good.
There's water over there.
Wow, lucky break right there, Frank.
Well, that's what everyone else is going to say, except him.
Pretty good shot right there, about 10 feet away, setting up the putt for birdie. Shouldn't be a problem here, but not a formality either. Really starting to shine, moves to 10 under for the tournament. Frank, par 3 17th here at Bay Hill. How difficult is this hole?
This one takes your best tee shot, Rich. Otherwise, you're just looking at 4 or 5.
Birdie try up next. Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus. I thought that was in.
Yeah, it looked good. I mean, line, pace. It's hard to be critical of that.
Very well done. Almost made it.
Yeah, there'll be no stress for the next one.
Drops for a par. 2008, Frank. Tiger made that 25-foot putt right here at the 18th. Final round to beat Bart Bryant by a shot. Then again, for a second straight year, he birdied this hole to defeat Sean O'Hare.
He's had a similar putt there at least 3 or 4 times, actually, to win the event. And he's been one of the few players to read it correctly.
Well, that was a beautiful drive, Frank. Really good position to take advantage.
Sitting up beautifully in the fairway.
Frank, this is the moment of truth. In so many rounds here at Bay Hill, the second at 18.
The best way to put it is it's the most rewarding second shot you'll get on Bay Hill relative to the rest of the people playing.
Beautiful shot. That is tight.
Unbelievable. That is one to savor for the rest of the round.
Just a couple of feet. Well, in the words of the late, great baseball commentator for the Yankees, Phil Rizzuto, it's time for Holy Cow, Whitey. That's 11 under par.